Hey kiddos, it's your Uncle Luke here, and got your first art lesson for you. It's going to be based off kind of Bob Ross, but not nearly as difficult. We're only going to use three colors, and I'm going to show you step by step how to make what I call a sunset painting. So what you're going to need is one of these, or a piece of cardboard, whatever you're going to mix paint on, or to be able to put paint out on. And then I've got a canvas, which I got at a dollar store for $1. But you can use a piece of paper, piece of cardboard. They all work. No big deal. Just something to paint on. And then the three colors we're going to use are red, yellow, and black. So, what we're going to do for this sunset painting is we're going to take the canvas. Oh, yeah. Well, there's another thing you need, which are brushes. So, he says you got to use all natural, and that's fine for him, but you can get that El Cheapos, as my mom would say. Just whatever works for you. It doesn't matter if it's plastic, nylon, or natural hair. Especially since you're just starting out, the cheapest is probably going to be the best for you. So, the other things you'll need is something to rinse your brushes out on so that you can get the color out of it. Something to wipe your brushes once you've got them in this. So clean brushes, white brushes, change color. Pretty simple. So what we're going to do first is we're going to load our palette up with some paint. So we got red here. And then we got yellow right next to it. All right, and then I'm just going to take kind of a big brush because I don't want to waste a whole lot of your time just painting. So I'm going to go with red first. I'm going to try not to get this on my computer. Okay. Then we're going to start at the bottom, right? Then we're just going to put red all over it, like that. Pretty easy. See? Okay. And then you want your brush to kind of run out of paint. So see how it's kind of getting not as strong there? It's kind of running out. Okay, cool. Then you take your brush, take your water, clean it real good. And see how your water's turning red? That's how you know it's doing its job. Then you want to take a paper towel, clean it out. Now there are parts later on where I'll show you how to use a wet brush to do blending, and it's awesome. But for now, we're going to leave that alone. We're going to keep it simple. And I got paint on you. And that's what's going to happen. And Bob Ross also says you need an easel. But you don't really need an easel because I'm just using my hands. But for your parents' sake, get some newspapers and lay them out, something so you don't paint all over their furniture or wherever. You can lay it down and paint on a table, but you got to have newspaper underneath it. That's just, trust me, that's common respect. They'll appreciate you for it. Okay, now I've just taken the yellow and put it in my brush. And now I'm going to go yellow. Well, that looks terrible, but we're going to just go with it anyway. So then we're going to blend it, right? That is a weak yellow. Let me see if I can shake it up some. Sometimes acrylic paints settle. So you got to give them a good shake. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay. Well, now let's try that again. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. Now, see how it's kind of overlapping there? That's cool. you want to kind of blend that together to where it's just a gradation. And a gradation is basically a movement from one color to another. It can be black and white, it can be red and yellow, it can be purple and green. It doesn't matter. Whatever you, and you don't have to do a sunset painting. You could do like a sunset on Mars or Venus, where it can be purple down here and blue up here. Still the same, doesn't matter. Okay. So now you're starting to see it kind of blend together there. And, you want to kind of push it down, get the yellow into the red and the red into the yellow. That's blending, right? And you can do this. This is a thing that you can do with any type of art. It doesn't have to be a sunset painting. It can be a painting of a person's face where you can see in the background, I've got some people there that have got gradation like on his pants. They've got kind of a dark brown on the bottom side and a light brown on the top. So that's what I'm working on. And I'll keep you updated on that. This will update as I give you more lessons. So see how red and yellow are making orange here in the middle? That's color theory. And we'll get into that in another lesson. But basically, red and yellow make orange. Blue and yellow make green. And there's all sorts of other color combinations. So once you've got it like where you want it, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. We're going to let it set. So that's the art video instruction part 1. And that took all of a few minutes. So I'll get back to you when this dries, and I'll time it and figure it out. What you're going to do is you're going to wait until this completely dries. If you put your finger on it and it comes up with a little bit of paint, it's not dry. So that's what we got right now. Looking a little crooked, so I'm going to even it out. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we'll see you when this dries to get the second part started.